That's one of the hardest things about coming to Bitcoin. People like to say that you buy Bitcoin at the price you deserve, but I think it's you buy Bitcoin when you're prepared to admit you were wrong about Bitcoin, and that's just so hard for us to do, particularly when we see these sensational examples of early Bitcoin wealth. And and of course you think, like, what did they do? They just got lucky. They just plugged in a computer in 2010. They didn't do anything. And it's hard to get over that and admit to yourself that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that they did something, and they did something for Bitcoin when Bitcoin desperately needed adoption, and maybe they got compensated too well for that. Fine, but like, it doesn't matter. To embrace Bitcoin, to get to Bitcoin, you have to forgive yourself for having been wrong about Bitcoin, for having missed it the first time you heard about it in 2013, the second time you heard about it in 2017. Everybody misses it. And it's part of the pain and humbling process of coming to Bitcoin.
With that, what's happening, Crypto Crew? Sean's coming back at you, another cryptocurrency video. And as you heard from this clip right here, you deserve the price of Bitcoin when you actually put the work in and understand what Bitcoin actually is. The current time it's recording, we're seeing Bitcoin trade around 108,260. What do we see? What do we anticipate? So Bitcoin right now is just sitting above previous resistance turned support at the current time it's recording. And right here, we've drawn this line here around the 106.9K to 107K range. It's at 108.2K. Current time it's recording. We hit our head on this once, twice, third time's a charm. We broke through it, came back. It's a back test, textbook bump and run pattern. Could we be seeing this? There's a lot going on in the Bitcoin ecosystem. Check out who's buying Bitcoin now.
A lot of them are coming through as institutions, right? So yeah, the sovereigns, the semi-sovereigns, the family offices, the high net worth individuals, the allocators, the funds, people that just trade commodities, FX, stocks and bonds in the past are now adding a crypto trading desk, right? So we see a lot. So last year, in terms of institutional investors, we added, new onboarding of 97%. This year, in the first quarter, the momentum is very, very strong.
And there you hear Binance CEOs telling you everybody's coming for Bitcoin. Sovereigns, institutional investors, extremely high net worth individuals and businesses are buying Bitcoin, putting it on their balance sheet. So right now, we are just consolidating above previous resistance. Could we be getting ready to get that squeeze to the upside, and could Bitcoin be getting ready to shock most? Right here, look at this chart here. We see that we had the death cross back in August of 24, based out when we had the bullish cross. There was a blast off to the upside, and look what happened back April of 2025. Just last month, we had the death cross, and now we're getting that golden cross once again. The last time we've seen this golden cross, the price rallied from about 70,000 up to around almost 110,000. And right now, current time it's recording, Bitcoin's trading around 108. What's the next leg up? Could Bitcoin be seeing 120, 30, 40,000 in the months to come? Right around the corner, that could be what we see. Dylan LeClaire's weighing in. Metaplanet's been melting faces, making a lot of noise in the space. Their balance sheet, something to take note of. When you're talking about Bitcoin treasury companies, you want to see similar strategies to what Michael Saylor's strategy has did. And Metaplanet is executing perfectly, and Metaplanet holders are getting rewarded. Bitcoin held as of April 2024 was just 97. Fast forward 1 year, 13 months to be specific, 7,800 Bitcoin. We've seen a lot of volatility in this stock. It'll be interesting to see if they took advantage of that upside momentum and what their next purchase is going to be. If you want to find out more from Metaplanet, you can find out their analytics, metaplanet.jp. See the current price, the current share price in yen, how many Bitcoin they hold. You can see all their data here, all their purchase history. They are being very transparent when they're coming out and buying more Bitcoin. What are we going to pay attention to in this video? Right here, Bitcoin per 1,000 shares. Right now, for every 1,000 shares you have, that's equivalent to 0.01 Bitcoin. But if you look at this chart here, You can see from April of last year to where this started, this has went over 100x from where we are right now. Now, can we do another 100x? Even a 10x would make this 0.1 Bitcoin per 1,000 shares, just doing a 10x. Could this stock do this? So we know this is supercharged by Bitcoin, but let's hear what Tom Lee says he sees Bitcoin going to within the next 10 years.
Bitcoin is a little bit like a Swiss Army knife because it really does meet the fact that it's a risk-on asset, but it's a network value asset. And I think that as more people adopt Bitcoin, it still explains most of the increase in price. And of course, it's a great safe haven asset. I mean, I think for the next 10 years, I think the easiest way to think of Bitcoin is that it should have the same network value as gold. And gold, if it's a $23, $30 trillion asset, that means Bitcoin should be at least $1 million, $1.5 million per Bitcoin.
So there you have from Tom Lee. He's saying that Bitcoin sometime within the next decade is going to hit $1 million to $1.5 million if it's in parity with gold. That's present day gold's valuation. Over the next decade, gold could go up to 40 trillion instead of where it is right now, somewhere in the 20s. So that's going to even put more upside pressure on the Bitcoin price. Look at this opportunity here. If you don't understand what's going on, they did this in 1 year. So what's another year look like, let alone another 5 years, another 10 years, 0.01 Bitcoin per 1,000 shares. If you're a long-term holder and you see this over the next 5 to 10 years, this could be massive. Where is Metaplanet going? Well, Hayoku_Peep gave a breakdown. This is all in Japanese. Good thing we can translate it. Check here. End of year forecast as of May of 2025. The Bitcoin per share roughly 2x's every 3 months. So if we go back to here, we should see this 2x 2 more times before the year is out. So it'll go from 0.02 to 0.04. So to get to that 0.1 range, that's definitely in the realm possibility if we can hit 0.04 by the end of this year. With the current Bitcoin price in around 110,000, year-end targets of 200,000. So the year-end Bitcoin per share could roughly almost 5x. And then in the fiat currency base, this particular stock could potentially do a 9x. So that's something that you definitely need to pay attention to from where it is right now. So the year-end stock price range of MNAV could go from 1 to 6. So you're looking at 1921 yen or 6 times that, which is roughly 11,526. So let's get out our calculator really quick. So looking at the Japanese yen, 1921, that would be a $13.47 target. So that's roughly a 2x from where we are right now. And then if you look at the upper limit, 11,526, you're looking at an $80 Metaplanet per share target. Is this realistic? Could we see the upper range get up to $80 target for MTPLF? Nothing's outside the realm of possibility when this happens, but you just have to see the long-term vision and understand what Metaplanet is doing and understand whether it happens this cycle or next. Look how aggressively that they've been buying Bitcoin. They are climbing up the leaderboard. Don't be surprised if you hear a big purchase announcement in the near future. And with that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. You guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. We appreciate each and every one of you. With that, I'm out.